Hey everybody, Lewis here, Rshackbbq and other things. So today we're doing a video. It's November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving here in the States, which is a big holiday for us. Mainly talking about a lot of food and American football. So had some big cooks yesterday and did a ham and a bunch of mac and cheese and some appetizers, and I did it all up on the Rec Teq bowl. Well, it's gonna be an all-day cook, and luckily I got 95% of it done, but the last pan of mac and cheese, this thing went off on me and the auger stopped feeding pellets in. So I'm gonna dive into it today afterwards, trying to figure out why that auger stopped. Hopefully it's just clogged. I will admit I used some old pellets. There's quite a bit of sawdust, so I'm hoping that's all it is that it's packed in there and I'll be able to clean it out and get the auger turning. Otherwise it might be the auger motor. So I don't know. We'll have to dive in here and see what happens. First thing I'm gonna do is see, I have it all tore apart. I'm gonna get it vacuumed out, get it pulled out so I can access the back, figure out what tools I need, and take it back and take it apart. I'm gonna take you along with me. This is live. I'm not gonna stage anything. I'm just gonna go through it, see what I find. If it's the motor, then I got to get a hold of Rec Teq and see what it does, see what it takes to get a new motor out here. So let me get it cleaned out, got my shop vac, get it cleaned out, get it turned around, and let's dive into this. All right, I gotta show you this. There's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something down in that auger. We'll dive into it tomorrow. Some more. I really can't tell what it is, but I'm gonna show you. Gotta flip the camera around. Let's see what that is. It's interesting. So I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna try to figure out what that thing is down in there. That's probably what's jamming up the auger. So stay tuned. Safety first. Okay, it looks like it might be a screw or a nail, and I don't know. I'm gonna get some pliers. I'm gonna try to yank it out of there. Okay, I brought over some different tools. Start. See if I can get a hold of it with some vice grips first. Back this off a little bit. Let's see if I can lock onto it. It's in there. All right, so what I think is my best bet is to pop off the back cover here, access panel, see if I can undo that auger and get it to turn so this thing falls out, because it's like really wedged in there. So let me see what I can do. Okay, so I got all the bolts undone that held that cover on, and the auger motor fan. Now there's a cotter pin back up in here on the shaft, and this set screw, I'm guessing. I'm going to back that set screw off. Now it's a star or hex bit, so I'm going to have to see if I can find one that's that size, and then figure out how to get that cotter pin out of there. So that should free up the shaft. Let's see what happens. So another one on the other side. I'm going to just back it off and see if it'll free it up. Don't too much. I don't think I have to take this all the way off. Just Alright, now I gotta try to get that cotter pin off. breaking anything. Alright, I'm going to try tapping this thing out of here. Let's see if it'll stay on there. It's like the whole thing moved there. Get a different angle here. Sorry if you see my math. Alright, I see it going out. Check, let's see what's going on here. Hopefully nothing comes flying out. Pull this pin out. Got the pin out. Let's see what happens. All right, so there. Got that disconnected. Now, spin this. See what we got up here. Oh yeah, it's coming loose. Look at there. That's what was stuck in it. Screw. All right. Now comes the fun part of lining everything back up and putting it back together. Hopefully that fixed it. Okay, we got that all back together. What I'm going to do is turn it on and see if this thing will spin the auger before I put the cover back on. So, got it plugged back in. Come around here. We'll open this up. We'll open this up. turn that light on. All right, let's power it on and see what it does. Spinning, that's a good sign. It's feeding those pellets now. That's a good sign. Spinning. The auger is slowly turning down in there. Good news, got her back working. All I had to do, I turned it down to low on here, and then it started to really start to smolder. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to 275, and we're just going to let it burn for a little while. I don't have that many pellets in it. I just want to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Which it looks like it is. Thank you. Glad I got her back up and working. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. See pellets. See fresh pellets being fed. We'll put some more in there and we'll go from there. Okay. So, got it all put back together. Got it running right now. It's coming up to temp. I set it to 275. I'm just going to let it run for a little while. I will admit I went in and I was messing around with the settings on this. I need to go figure out what I did there. Try to figure out what the default settings are and get it reset all back to where it's at. It's running fine. Yeah, crisis averted, I guess. Let that be a lesson. I don't know if that was something in the pellet bag, or maybe it was like a deck screw. I don't have any decking around here, but I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I dropped in the box or if it was something in the pellet bag, but I'm glad I was able to find it and get it repaired. I'll let you know once this thing comes up all the way to temp. It's taken a little while, but yeah, it seems to be going good, so I'm happy. No phone calls, so I think we're ready to do another cook on it. What a relief. Glad I didn't screw anything up, and got it all back together. So anyhow, thank you for watching. Sometimes things happen. Until next time, grill on.